Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. And we are currently looking at the number one on the ladder right now. It is JSS TheMista. If you have played Age of Mythology before, you would definitely have heard of TheMista. If not, then I think you need to go seek help, to be honest, because TheMista is one of the best and currently is the best on the ladder right now for Retold. He is just above his teammate, who is called JSS the Recon. He is in second place. So JSS, you better watch out. Big team, big ups, the JSS. Anyway, enough of that. Let's reveal the map and let's introduce both players. Of course, we have TheMista, of course, bottom part of the map, playing Kronos here in the red, so very exciting. We're going to be looking at TheMista, the more than divine on this game. I want to see how he does Kronos and stuff, because looking at like a basic opening would be really helpful. All right, let's have a look at the north part of the map here. Of course, it is divine, playing as Hades in the blue. So this is quite an interesting map. We have the nice little watering holes here, you could say, that are going to be breaking up the map. We have two TCs in the middle, and you have a safe TC on your left side. I say safe TC, but you know what I mean. The one that's kind of safest out of all of them. Anyway, let's go back to the normal map view here for TheMista and have a look and see what's going on. So it looks like he put two of his citizens onto food, one onto coin, and then he's getting another one onto wood here, and he's going to be getting that mana down the minute that he has it. And hopefully we're going to be seeing some really crisp macro here, ladies and gents. So keep your eye on this if you're interested in the Atlanteans, if you're specifically interested in Kronos and how he plays. Generally, he's seen as kind of a rushing style god because he time shifts buildings, he moves them closer to the opponent early on. You also get double myth units when you age up, so you get two rather than one myth unit when you advance to each age. So he focuses around myth units. I think his myth units are also slightly cheaper as well. So we're currently on 221. 221 macro here. 2 food, 2 wood, and 1 coin. So we're going to have a look on the right-hand side here. We do have an oracle. We have these oracles. If you don't know what they are, oracles generate favor. They are the favor generation now of the Atlanteans. It's no longer the TCs. And when they're stationary, that's when they produce the most favor. And you can see their range or line of sight increases when they're stationary. And then when you move them, it slowly reduces. And you can see that sort of circle getting smaller there. It's a little bit different to the old Oracle. I think the old Oracle, it would completely reset. So a little bit different. And now that he's stationary, it's going to start to enlarge. There we go. All right. Temple going down. Majority of fields have now moved over to food. So yeah, it looks like, how many we got here? We got 7. So keep that in mind, because it's very, very key with the Atlanteans, because citizens cost extra resources, they take longer to come in, and they count for 2 population. So they're essentially 2 villagers that come out. And it's quite interesting to see how many we have here. So we're going to be aging up probably with 8 citizens here. Oh no, we are going to be immediately queuing another one in. We could just probably just get rid of that and then just go for the age up, but he's going to be doing another one here. And there is the time shift, ladies and gents. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this very, very forward base position. If we have a look at the revealed area, look how close that is to Divine's base here. And also, Mr. knows that there is the settlement there, and Hades does like to grab a second TC quite early because they have a nice juicy god power in age 2 where they can drop down, it's the age 1, the sentinels. They can drop down sentinels, stone guardians to protect TCs, so it's nice to get an early one down. And hopefully we see that TheMista is going to try and deny that. So the age up is on. Look at that, just sub 3 minutes. Prometheus inbound. We're going to get those Promethean myth units out here. So let's go back to the vision. And we can see a mana is also moving as well. And that's going to be going to this TC here. Quite interesting. I wonder why it's going to be there. Maybe to protect the TC. Also remember that citizens can garrison in the manors. I think you can garrison 2 citizens in a manor. So That's something to bear in mind as well. Let's have a look at the macro here as we are aging up. What are we doing? We kind of just got a nice split macro here. A little bit more on wood, probably because we're going to want to get a little bit more infrastructure. We're going to want to drop a potential military building. And another manor house is now being moved. Where is that going? It is actually going in front of the other TC here for protection. Nice. Interesting play. I wouldn't normally do this myself. I like to move the manors where maybe a hunt is, so that if you've got a couple of citizens hunting, you can garrison them in if they do get raided. But that's just me. I'm just a scrub player. This is the number one, ladies and gents. The number one right now playing. So we need to keep a keen eye on what he's up to, because whatever he's doing seems to make sense. Age up is now in, and we now have, as you can see, these Promethean claymen are coming across the land here. And our opponent isn't even in the age yet. He's just gone halfway, aging up. And I do hear another time shift coming in. And I believe that's another manor going to be surrounding that second TC here. Prometheans trying to be a nuisance, going around the wood line, seeing what they can find. And we've got one on the north, one on the south here, trying to poke in, see what they can find. Immediately, that's absolutely perfect for TheMista here. He wants Divine to use the Sentinels on his first TC here. That's perfect. That's exactly what he wants. That is exactly what he wants. And he's going to be going for a TC opening here. We do see the temple's actually coming back. This is big brain here, ladies and gents. So he's going back into, he's switching it up and going back into a more turtle boomy style here. He's opened up with that very forward temple, getting the Prometheans in the base early. He's managed to make Divine use his Sentinel. And now he's going to be bringing it back home so that he can get a second TC down. Very, very big brain there. Very, very big brain. And he's going to make one of his citizens a hero from his ability here. It is the Valor ability. Those scouts just going to have a little donk on the manor here. It's going to take a very long time to do anything. And let's have a quick look at the macro again. Majority on food here. Not too sure what the plan is. Oracle has been converted into a hero. Going to be bringing back a relic. What do we have? Heroes do more damage to myth units. Wow. That's absolutely huge. Goddamn. And that's just an extra bonus amount of damage, which is kind of huge. Yeah, this citizen could easily wreck this scout here. Probably both of them could probably do something here, but it's not going to happen. By the way, if you're wondering if the game's a little bit slow, it is because we're watching a replay here, not a live game. We're not observing a live game. There's currently some kind of speed issue with replays at the moment, which is a little bit annoying. So you can either have it really, really fast or quite slow. And that's why you might be thinking, my God, this game is a lot slower than when I normally play it. And that's why. But the Promethean here is going to try and see what he can do. Can he get a villager kill? They are quite annoying, these Prometheans. 12 base damage, and they also have crush damage as well. Going to be giving them a few punches here. We can see, if we have a reveal of the map, yes, we can definitely see a lot. We've got these two military buildings out already, playing very defensive here. This is exactly what TheMista wants, because he wants to now be able to boom, whilst Divine here is having to really put down a lot of buildings here. So he's absolutely played into his hands here, which is perfect. Oh my lord, though. We do see the Minotaur and both heroes here coming out for Divine. Going to try and do some harassing early on, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. And I think, yeah, Ajax is going to go down. Citizens are going to try and get on top. Remember, villagers are they're pretty tanky in this game, and they're pretty damaging. You can easily surround like a cav unit with a few villagers, and they'll easily take them out. It's very different to other RTS games. And unfortunately, nothing much is going to happen there. We do see the tower upgrade come in for TheMista as well. And at the moment, no real plan of doing anything too much. He's just booming, ladies and gents. We can see the villager gap here already. 36 villager population here for Mr. and 27 only for Divine. And he's just chilling. He's going to get that armory down on one military barracks. He's doing some great placement here as well. We've really got to really bear in mind your placement when you're doing things. Like, this is perfect, and I'll tell you why. This is not only providing support for the gold mine, it's also providing a buffer for the tower, and it's allowing like just a little corridor here to the wood line. So he's trying to secure the wood line as well on the left-hand side. So 3 things there that barracks alone is doing. And that is some decent city planning, ladies and gents. That's how you do it. And we are now going to be seeing the armory going up here. So probably going to be looking like a potential age up quite soon. Just getting that building done and built ASAP. And do we have the... No, we don't. We don't have... Actually, what is that? Oh, yeah, the village... Oh, my God. The Sistrum of Bars. That is one of the most OP relics, surely. Villagers are cheaper. 15% on the food, wood, and coin cost for villagers. My lord, that's insane. That is one of the juiciest relics I've seen in a while. So, yeah. He's now able to get into the next stage. It's just nuts. He's able to do it. At 7 minutes 30, he has that queued for the Hyperion here. And an interesting play with the temple. I was honestly thinking that there was going to be some kind of age 2 pressure, rushing, all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't anything like that. Now, we do see Divine has massed up a force. He is on 1 base, so he's putting quite a lot into his units here. I'm going to just put it on the normal speed here, which is a little fast. As I mentioned, we've got that problem with replays. And let's see how this goes down. This age up, is it actually happening? Or is there a villager having to come in, I think? I don't think he's queued it up quite properly just yet. A lot of military units are coming in now. Now the age up is on. He was a little bit delayed there because he had a villager queued. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. We've only got 2 Raxes here. No military buildings or military units, sorry, coming out. We've got 0 military units here for the TheMista going full greed, full boom. And is he going to be able to hold off? I think he might be all right, but it's quite scary. Is he going to be queuing in anything? Is he going to be going for Termers here? I'll probably go Termers because there's a lot of Toxotos. That building does go down. Beautiful destruction mechanic. This is one of the strangest sort of Kronos openings I've seen. I'm not going to lie. It might just be me. He is actually getting a market down. Interesting. Maybe he's going to be selling some of that food. I'm not too sure. He's got a lot of villagers on coin, though. I am quite confused what that market is exactly going to be for at this moment in time. Looks like he's going to try and pressure this military building trying to go down here. And the age up is quite close. He does have masons coming in. Building HP increase here. You can get that from the TC. Market has gone in as well. Is he going to be... Probably going to be selling a little bit here or using it for something. I'm not entirely sure. Now the age up is about to come in for Mr. There it is. He has lost both of his relics, which is kind of a problem. He's going to have to try and get those back if he can. We do see... Oh, we do see the hostile, I think it is, or chaos, sorry. Those units are going to be temporarily just whatever. They're just going to be attacking each other for now, doing some damage. And the restoration coming in for Divine, trying to hold on here. Citizens are just going to keep mending the TC. We do have the Satyrs, I think they're called Satyrs. Or Satyrs. Satyrs trying to come in and harass, but we do see a couple of heroes going to branch off, going to making sure that none of those myth units are coming in. So it's going to force Mr. here to start creating some military units. He might actually lose this TC. He really doesn't want to. He's got 4 citizens. I can see that there's... Oh, that was actually a citizen dying, I believe. That is really not good news. A couple of them are trying to just micro here, making sure he doesn't lose them. Oh, that's big. Losing 2 of those is not nice. Is he going to be able to hold this TC here? How is he with massing units? He's got a couple of Arcuses coming out. Is it going to be enough, though? We do see, look at this beautiful, beautiful way that just the buildings look on this game. It's so, so nice. We don't see anything really. Only 8 military units or military population here from TheMista. And he's pop capped at the moment as well. But I don't know whether he's just playing around here or he's playing with his opponent. I'm not too sure. He is the number 1 at the end of the day. But he's going to have these satyrs. He's just going to keep those in the back there. Oh my god, a lot of his units are getting absolutely killed. What is going on? And what is he doing at base here? What is his plan? I mean, he must be massing a lot of resources here. I'm not too sure what his plan really is. He is starting to get a couple of these Arcuses out. He's got some Murmelows as well. Remember, Murmelows here, they're good against just anything really, a bit like Berserks. Oh my god, he's just lost 2 more of his Vils here. Now, Divine is starting to catch up here with the Villager gap. I'm going to see an engagement here. The Arcus here, 5 range damage versus 6.6. Extra range though, 20 range versus only 16. And he's going to lose the TC, which is kind of crazy here. Are we watching the right guy? This is TheMista playing. But yeah, he's going to have to sacrifice that TC. Unfortunately, that was really unfortunate for him, going really greedy and maybe actually regretting going as greedy as he was. He's starting to get in the heavy cav upgrade. And let's have a look at Divine here. Still on 1 base. 1 base kind of, not all inning, but 1 base just pure military coming in here. Really focusing on the military. And will he actually get this mana sent over? He does not. Does lose the mana, I think. Now he is severely pop capped. He's going to have to get a couple more manas down. But a very, very interesting game so far. Like, I'm really confused at what TheMista was trying to do here. But yeah, he is pop capped. He's going to be struggling here. Going to be getting in the medium range soldiers for his Arcuses. Yeah, this is a lot. He's going to be getting in plow. I love it. He's getting this pushed and he's going for plow. He's going to be getting the upgrade though for the Satyrs. He's going to be getting the Gemini in, which is going to be upgrading them to the next stage, which is quite nice. We do see Ajax going down here. A lot of focus on the tower, not really doing a lot of value there from Divine. So TheMista managing to hold off pretty easily. Is going to be getting that upgrade in as well. Remember, he still has the villager population lead. He's 58 to 45 here. So even though he did lose this TC, he's still looking pretty good. But what we need is we need Divine to take a second TC or at least age up here. Very, very committed to age 2. No sign of an age up coming in at all yet. Does have the wooden coin perfectly now for a TC. Is he going to be dropping a TC? I'm not too sure. There is a relic here. Building vulnerability to crush attacks. That's not bad. Finally getting in pickaxe. 12 minutes into the game. We've got some pickaxe here. Got some heavy cavalry now coming in for TheMista. Look at this nice hill to fight on. Are we going to get a some nice action here? Do have the upgraded satyrs. They look really cool. Or satyrs or satyrs. I don't know how to say it for some reason. Satyrs. Sure, one of you guys in the comments can let me know. Or Pegasus flying over. We're going to try and get some information. Cool, couple of nice Toxotos there on the south part. Going to be trying to just poke and be annoying. Oh my lord, how did they all die? Was that these guys? Must have been. Must have been their special attack. Absolutely wiping out a bunch of Toxotos there. And he's just going to be creating more of them. And this is the thing, like with the Greeks, they struggle when you create lots of myth units because they've only got a set number of heroes that they can actually create. So if you can overwhelm them and constantly keep on top of their hero units, you can just continue with myth unit production. And there's nothing much they can really do, especially in Age 2. And we're seeing a little bit of raiding here from the Contorius, I believe that's called. Nice sort of Lancer, heavy cav, devastating against archers as well. We are going to see a switch up into some more hoplites here. And just continuing with the eco upgrades for TheMista here. I'm so surprised that Divine hasn't gone for a second TC or even thought about aging up. We do see some macro here getting in sort of into place here for Divine. Got a lot of food and coin. Just need a little bit more food and then we'll be able to get into that next stage. Yeah, these satyrs, man, are like really, really strong. Couple of skirmishes here in the middle of the map as well. I feel like we are going to be seeing some kind of push from TheMista soon. He is going to be getting in the heavy range soldiers, and I believe after that he's probably going to make a decision to push in and end the game potentially. Let's see how this one goes down. We do see now the age up of the Aphrodite coming in now for Divine, the goddess of love and beauty. There's going to be some focus on some villagers. Getting in some eco, I believe. Let's just speed this up just a little bit here. We do see the heavy upgrade now coming in, and we're going to see TheMista's push here. And let's see how this one goes down. Going to be pushing with those Arcuses. Just going to back off a little bit, but looking pretty good, to be honest. I mean, they're heavy Arcuses. They have slightly more HP, more ranged. Just going to be working on this house here. He's going to be there for quite a while if he does that. $51 villagers versus 68 here. Mr. now starting to overcome his opponent just simply because of that eco. It was so interesting that he lost that TC as well. Kind of amazed that he did. I would have probably tried to invest more in military to try and hold on to that TC. Heroic Age has come in and immediately going to be getting that Sarissa upgrade here. Very nice, unique upgrade. And the Curse coming in immediately, going to be taking out half of the Arcuses here for TheMista. He's going to have to retreat back just for now. We do see the Nemenian or the Nemene Lion here. So he's already used that Curse pretty quickly there. Remember, there is the Chaos still available. He has the favor for it. Could go for another Chaos option. Could be quite nice. He's going to actually try and go for a second time here to get this TC down. Going to get harassed a little bit by some Toxotos, but I mean, it should be fine. Wow, look at this. I like this walling here of the manors. Like 6 of these citizens can get into these manors. So he's only going to lose 2 potentially, and he can hopefully get back and try and defend. Even more citizens are going to be going off now. Are actually going to see Chiron coming in. Let's speed this up a little bit here. Ranged upgrade now also coming in. The heavy ranged upgrade for Divine. Going to just be sticking with like a hoplite. Oh, that's a nice little pot shots there from the reinforcing Chiron. He's kind of out there on his own. He's unfortunately looks like he could potentially lose. Oh, A lot of these special attacks there coming from the Satyrs. And Chiron's still holding up quite well because he is a hero, remember. And the main army here is still very focused on the second TC potential. But it looks like Mista's going to have to come back and defend. He could get on this lovely hill here. Look at this, ladies and gents. He could get up on this hill. Or he's going to make these into hero units. You can see them. There we go. They are now heroes. Beautiful. And they're going to be going on the hill here to attack. I don't think high ground works in this game at all. Going to see this engagement going down, ladies and gents. Oh my god. That is absolutely insane. There is the hostile coming in, or the chaos, sorry, I keep calling it hostile. The chaos coming in, going to just cause absolute chaos for Divine there. And man, those myth special attacks from the Satyrs was absolutely insane. Going to be clearing up absolutely everything here. Divine's score now plummeting down to about 16.5k, 23k for TheMista. And I think he's kind of cornered here. He's going to be able to clear up these Toxotos. Good night. And wow, that's kind of brutal. Jesus, what a combination, man. Satire with the heavy Arcus. There's nothing that beats it. Their pierce resistance is actually pretty good as well. And also their hack armor. 50% hack armor. We do see a third CC now going down for TheMista. A remass coming in for Divine. Can he do what he needs to do? We've got all of the heroes getting re-queued. Achilles, we've got Chiron. A couple of oracles coming out now. Remember, oracles do help generate favor. Kind of important. We do see some pressure here, but looks like are going to unfortunately lose Citizen, but at what cost for Divine? A lot of those Toxotos getting cleaned up there, and he's managing to get back. And he's going to be absolutely fine here. We are now seeing heavy infantry now coming in as well. And looks like the food and coin situation is looking pretty darn good for Mista here. Probably going to maybe go age 4. Could be a potential. He's got a lot of resources. 82 villager population versus 55. I mean, it's just... yeah, he's got the map control. He's got the eco. He seems to be winning the fights pretty well. It's looking pretty good for him. But I mean, look, he's the number 1. He is the number 1 right now in the game. So, who's to blame him? Nice palace going down here. Pretty much like a hill fort, a castle, whatever you want to call it. It is called the palace. And that's going to be protecting that watering hole there. Have a look at the vision as well. It's quite nice to see what the actual player sees here with all the line of sight and everything. Got a nice little coin mining expedition on the right-hand side of the map here. Let's a little speed up, I think. Let's get it going. Let's see what's going to be happening here. We do see the age... is this age 4? Yes, it is. Helios, Titan of the Sun. Focusing on siege weapons. Going to get the Centimanus. I don't even know what that is. Some of the Atlantean stuff I really do not know. I should know, but I don't know. I'm going to see a little bit of pressure here. It's okay. He's just going to wait for the opportunity. Moving some of his watchtowers. That's really nice, actually. Like, if you're really doing well on the map, just move some of your watchtowers from your base. What a great idea. I actually completely forgot about that. All right. Nearly halfway on the age up now to Mythic Age. Going to be queuing in a absolute ton of these heavy Lancer Cavs here. The Contarius coming in. We're going to have a nice composition of Arcus with the heavy cav. Looks like he's going to make the decision to push on this third CC. Probably the best thing to do. And here we go. Third CC getting under pressure. Just under halfway for Mythic Age. Is he going to lose and sacrifice this like he did at the start of the game? Or is he going to try and hold off here? He has a lot of units. I'm pretty confident for Mista here to probably just even fight this, especially under the TC. You're not going to see potentially. There it is. I think he's already used the myth attack. I love Ajax's noises that he makes. Oh, ah, oh, ah. Probably need to change that. Yeah, go down, Ajax. Sit down. And off he goes. He is no more. Age up really close here. Not too sure what the god power is. Petrification, potentially? I'm not actually sure. We're probably going to find out, potentially. There is the reinforcing Contarius here. Very, very scary for Divine because he's running out of hoplites on the front line. Restoration coming back in for a second time for Divine here. Going to be trying to push forward on this, but Mr. knows he just needs to wait a little bit longer, and that Mythic Age is going to be coming in. We don't see anything of the sort from Divine right now. He's going to have the age advantage. There is the age up, ladies and gents. And there they are, these beefy boys. I remember them now. With the absolute six-pack here. It's the Vortex. Target a location to transport all of your military units there. And the units holding out here quite well. Arcus is doing well. Big Sentimanus or Sentimanus units are coming in. Absolutely jacked units coming over the hill. Look how terrifying they are. Like all scaly, reptile-like. Absolutely jacked on roided up units coming in. Going to be making short work of these units. Oh, and there right on the jump is the GG. How fitting. Let's have a look. There it is. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Look at that. I love this game. Look at the pitch. Look at the art. It's just crazy. Beautiful. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. A fitting end to the game. You have been watching JSS TheMista, currently the #1 on the ladder, playing against Divine here, playing as Kronos, and some interesting decisions. I don't know how early into Retold being released this game was. It might be quite early because some of the decisions were a bit unusual, especially for someone who's #1, especially with the TC opening. I like that though, putting a time shifting for a forward temple, harassing with the Prometheans, bringing that temple back, and then whilst that's going on, dropping down a cheeky second TC and going full out eco. TheMista did not make a unit for so long in that game. He only had his 2 Prometheans. It was kind of insane, ridiculously greedy. And let's have a look at the post game and we can definitely see that. So if you can see the statistics here, look at all the resources being gathered. To be honest, I mean, I know my name's here, the Widgie. It's not me. If it was, that'd be pretty interesting, but it's not me. So Divine here, not too far behind on a lot of the resources, but unfortunately wasn't really looking for that expansion. Probably wanted to get a second TC, to be honest, but didn't. But a fantastic game. Really, really enjoyed it. Hopefully you did, guys. And I'll catch you in the next casted game, the next guide, wherever it is on my YouTube channel, or even the next stream on Twitch. And I'll catch you then. Bye-bye.